Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years. We're dedicated to delivering quality auto parts, expert customer service, fast and free shipping, all backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. So visit us at 1aauto.com, your trusted source for quality auto parts. In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the rear brakes. This is a 2006 Ford Explorer, and I hope you like this video. If you do, click the subscribe button, and also check out our channel for lots of other videos for this Explorer, as well as a bunch of other vehicles. You can also buy the parts in this video by clicking the link down below and visit 1aauto.com. Here are the items you'll need for this repair. With the vehicle on the ground, 19mm socket or your tire iron, and loosen up your lug nuts. Raise and support the vehicle. You can use jack and jack stands. We are using a lift. Remove the lug nuts the rest of the way and remove the wheel and tire. Use a large screwdriver, insert it here, and pry out to push the piston back into the caliper. This will help you get it apart easier. And there's two 10mm bolts to remove, one down here and one up here. Wrench or socket and ratchet to remove those. Once those bolts are out, use your wrench or your screwdriver, pry the caliper out. Set these bolts aside, and then the outer pad, you have to push it out and then pry up. I'm pushing this way and then prying up, and the pad comes out. And then the inner pad just pulls right out. You can either secure your caliper with a bungee or just make sure that you don't stress the brake hose. Remove the disc, it should just pull off. A lot of corrosion, so we're expecting a little bit of a fight. So I'll put a lug nut on just to make sure it doesn't fly too far. And if you're gonna reuse your disc, you don't wanna hit it with a hammer. We're gonna be replacing this one, so we're not that worried about it. Got your original brake shoes, new ones from 1A Auto. They're all the same. They're going to install exactly the same. If you're inspecting your old ones, this little mark here is a wear mark. So if it's gone, as it is on these pads, you know you need to replace your pad. See the new ones? Nice large wear mark, so you know that they're in good shape. Rotors, obviously the original one, new one from 1A Auto, exactly the same. Has the provision on the back for the emergency brake, and will install just like the original. We're gonna just preliminarily install our rotor, okay, and then we want to adjust our brake shoes so that there's basically some tension between the brake shoes and the rotor. Right now it's very loose. So the best way to adjust is just use something, push up on the spring a little bit, and then you can just adjust out. Make sure as you turn it, you're expanding the gap between here and the adjuster shoe. You can feel a little bit of tension between the shoe and the disc. And I'll just do it a little bit more. Okay, good tension, not too much movement. And now it's a little difficult to pull off, so I know I have the tension right. Brake parts cleaner. Clean off the surface of the shoes. And then same thing, brake parts cleaner, clean out the surface of the rotor and install the rotor. Clean the rotor surface and the back side. Wire brush, clean your slides here. If your car does have a lot of rust, you may want to pull these off and chip away at the cast iron underneath. A lot of times what happens on these vehicles is as they rust, these expand and they cause binding in the brake shoes. So if they don't look clean or if they look bowed out at all, you'll want to take them apart and make sure there's no rust built up underneath. Use some silicone brake grease and grease these slides, top and bottom. You want to reset the piston into your caliper, so put your old shoe back in. Just gives you a better point to press on. Big C-clamp. Push it all the way back in. And you want to make sure that your bolt slides are in good shape and free. And as long as they are, you can put them back together. If not, you can pull them right out, clean them up, and use some silicone brake grease and reassemble them. We put some grease on the back of our pads. Put the inner one in first. Push it into place. And then the outer one slides down and on. Might need to just pull those out just a little bit. Make sure your bolt slides are all the way out. They'll get hung up otherwise. Put the top into place. Put it down on. And put your bolts back in. Tighten the caliper bolts to 24 foot-pounds. Reinstall your wheel and tire. With the vehicle back on the ground, you want to tighten your lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds using a star pattern. Anytime you work on your brakes, before you go out and test drive, just pump them a few times. Make sure you have a nice firm pedal before testing. Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.